It's been revealed that police in Virginia Beach reportedly have been using falsified DNA records in order to force people into confessions. Maybe you're not surprised by that, but this is at least a big deal. So the practice was first discovered when an attorney last year requested a copy of DNA evidence in a particular case, and the Department of Forensic Science said, well, that document was faked and it kind of doesn't exist. Let's get into some of those details because State Attorney General Mark Herring opened an investigation into this and discovered that this happened 5 times between 2016 and 2020, and he released a statement. This was an extremely troubling and potentially unconstitutional tactic that abused the name of the Commonwealth to try to coerce confessions. It also abused the good name and reputation of the Commonwealth's hardworking forensic scientists and professionals. So in one particular instance, a fake document was used as evidence in court. And then after it was used, that particular person, the defendant in that situation, well, the lawyer that was arguing with that evidence didn't even know that it was fake. But after they found out months later, that particular defendant did get a new hearing. So I'm not sure how many other people were not giving new hearings, or it was never discovered that this was forged documents that were used in their cases to push confessions. So the Virginia Police Department also said it stopped the practice, but it did release the statement as well. This technique, though legal, was not in the spirit of what the community expects of their police department. So there's a legal technique that's not in the interest of your community, but you still used it. What does that say about you? Like, there's a statement there, and there's a statement within that statement that no one's really pointing out. We know this is bad for the community, but we did it anyway because it was legal. Why not? I'm gonna let you guys jump in really quick. But so the worst part about this is that they're able to do that, as we pointed out, and they'll even lie to some children. So really fast, I want to go to this clip about how they also lie to children to get them to confess to things like this. Let's listen.
How often do US law enforcement officers lie to elicit confessions, and what types of lies are minors often told?
Right. So, it's hard to estimate how often it's done, in large part because in many instances, interrogations are not even recorded. So it's unclear, the frequency with which this takes place, but it is legally permissible in all 50 states.
It's legally permissible in all 50 states. Adrian, I gotta go to you. Is this rampant? How often do you think this type of stuff would happen?
Oh, it happens all the time, by virtue of the fact that they want to get the information from you. So they're gonna lie and manipulate, do everything they can within the bounds of the law and sometimes on the outskirts of the law as well to get that information. There's the 5th and the 6th Amendment there, that right not to testify against yourself, to be essentially forced to give that incriminating statement, and the right to have counsel. And so as long as they respect the amendments, these things that are not reflective of good nature in a society, that's really on the community in terms of whether they're gonna hire these officers and keep them on the force.
Maybe they will. We got a minute left for you, Ben. What you got?
I don't understand why it's legal. Why are there so many things that are bad for us, that are bad for our communities, legal? And also, is our cop vetting process the worst process in the planet? I don't understand why we just have so many morally ambiguous at best and corrupt, more accurately, police officers. Obviously not all, obviously, hopefully the majority are not, but there's such a large number of police officers that are willing to do and say anything just to expedite an outcome when you should be joining a force with the best intentions for society and for helping your community. And there should be vetting processes to make sure that this does not happen. It's just mind-boggling to me. I don't get it.
Yeah, the ends apparently justify the means for me, as folks from prosecutors to even police officers. So that's where we are as a society.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.